got no abduction. He's got it now. He's got the stuff.
All right, y'all, let's get this shit popping, man. We are here. It is the bucket list, June 5th. It is Saturday, and we're going to preview the next few upcoming days of games because we got every games until you guys see us again on Wednesday. So there are 4 upcoming games, and we're going to start with the game today. It's a 5:40 Mountain Time start, and we got Brooklyn hosting the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 1 of the Round 2 semifinals series. Jay Reeves, what are the numbers saying on it?
Well, we got this at a series price of Milwaukee plus 154, and Brooklyn is sitting at minus 184. Man, there's really not that much value with Brooklyn on the series price. To be honest, I would kind of like to see Milwaukee win this first game and then double back down on Brooklyn's series price once it comes back down. But as far as the numbers for this game, if you're able to get on this line early, you was catching a minus 3.5. Now it has went up to minus 4. With that being said, to be honest, man, before I made any of my bets today, I wanted to make sure I got on this show and talk to my brothers. Man, I need to hear y'all insight. What y'all got going on with this game?
Man, this one's tricky, man. I'm just wondering who's going to stop who, how it's going to play out. Cody, talk to us about Milwaukee and Brooklyn.
Ooh, I don't know. This is one of those games. I have it at minus 4 as well. It's going to be very close. I think this first game is going to kind of, open up and show who's going to take, hold of the series. With that being said, I feel in Brooklyn, with that minus 4, they know they have to come out and win one game because they cannot drop this first game at home. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Brooklyn with this minus 4.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I think something every super team has felt was adversity. The Heat went through it. Golden State went down 3-2 against Houston before Chris Paul got hurt, and then they ended up winning the next 2 games when Durant first joined them. Every super team, you see the Lakers going through their little struggles. They always go through their struggles at first, and I think this is the first bit of adversity the Brooklyn Nets face. I'm actually going to choose the Milwaukee Bucks to win this game, and maybe Jay Reeves will want to lay down on the series after that. However, to piggyback on Jay Reeves' points, if Milwaukee does lose this game, then their series price will be a lot more favorable, in which case, Mike, if you feel spicy and you like the way they played them and lost close, then you might want to lay with the Bucks after this one. But I'm going to take the Bucks in Game 1 to open off the series. And this, you might see a little adversity for the first time. You might see some heads hanging on the Brooklyn side of things. Jay Reeves, what do you think about my analysis on that?
Yeah, man, you make a good point, man, and you're making it tough for me to make a pick, man. It takes us real spicy, man. Spicy as a goddamn jalapeno pepper. With that being said, man, I wake up every day thinking about Brooklyn and how they go hard, man. I am going to lie with Brooklyn in the points because I feel like it could be Brooklyn win by 3 or Brooklyn can win by 10 or 13. And I'm going to go with the latter. So I got Brooklyn's on mine, man. Brooklyn minus 4. I got a classic props versus ops, man. I got the boy Chris Middleton going up against Kyrie Irving, points only. They got Chris Middleton sitting at 22.5 and Kyrie Irving sitting at 26.5. Matt, let me lay it up to you, man. Who you got?
I think early in the series, James Harden's going to be passive. He's going to try to get his new teammates involved and try to be just passive and not be the problem. But I think so I'm going to lay with Kyrie as the props in this one. I'm going to call Chris Middleton the ops because I think Kyrie could go for around 35, 37, maybe 40 points tonight, mainly by James Harden just being passive and letting him eat. If that doesn't work and they ended up losing off his 40-point effort, you will see a much more aggressive James Harden in games 2, 3, 4, etc. And I see Kyrie going down. But tonight's Kyrie's night to shine. See Uncle Drew under the bright lights giving it to him. I'm going to take Uncle Drew as the props. Silly C.
Yeah, so I have Chris Middleton projected for about 21 points and Kyrie Irving projected for 24 and a half. I think with that being said, yeah, kind of like the way you feel, I think this first game will be more of a game for Irving and Durant. Plus, so I see that 24 being quite low. I think he'll probably get at least 30, and I call him the props in this case.
Wow.
Yeah, if he puts up 30, that's gonna be a tough thing for Cash Money to beat. Jay Reeves, who's the props and ops with you, Cash Money or Uncle Drew?
Oh man, I don't know. I kind of want to lay with the narrative. There may be some adversity in Brooklyn. We'll be keeping it close. I think I'm gonna have to go with Cash Money Middleton on this one, man. 22 and a half. He's looking like the props to me. But
Yeah,
also they could both easily be the props. But I'm gonna go with Chris Middleton.
Yeah, I mean, he's quickly, if he doesn't have big playoff games, he's going to quickly become the Chris Bosh of their big three, and Drew Holiday is going to step up and start doing his thing too. So he's got to show that he's the second best player on that team, which I believe he is. I believe he's better than Drew Holiday on the offensive side of the court, and I do think Drew Holiday will be busy with James Harden opening up a ton of stuff for Kyrie. So yeah, that's just my view on that one, and that's our only game we have for this Saturday. But we're going to push it into the Sunday games where there are two of them. We have another game one in the Eastern Conference, which is Atlanta visiting 76ers, and that's where we'll start. Jay Reeves, what is Vegas telling you?
Yeah, man, I got the numbers here. The series price is plus 152 for Atlanta, minus 180 for Philadelphia. With that being said, they got this game sitting at -3. And if you're able to catch this number last night, it was at -2.5. Man, is Joel Embiid playing in this game or what? I read something the other day talking about Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard expects Joel Embiid to play. I'm like, nigga, you ain't no goddamn health professional.
That nigga just don't want to play 21 minutes. He's like, yo, I'm good at this 16, 17 minutes a night. I expect Joel Embiid to be there. I ain't got 25 for y'all. I ain't got 25 good minutes. Cody, what do you think, man, about Joel Embiid's health, and more importantly, where are you going to lay with this game on that number? I have it at -2.5 currently for Philadelphia.
Oh, it went back down?
Yeah, it looks like it went back down.
Yeah, I have it at -2.5 as well. They're in Philadelphia now. It's really going to depend on how Embiid's status is and how he plays. I think in this first game, Atlanta's going to come out and show Philadelphia that they're the team. So I pick in this case Atlanta to cover that spread, and I pick Atlanta to win the game as well.
Wow.
Something that didn't come out in our X Factors earlier, which needs to be spoken about. This boy Matisse Thybulle, he might be a top 10 defensive player in the league.
Yes.
He came out the other day, and I believe in like 12 to 14 minutes, had 4 blocks and like 5 blocks and 4 steals. It was an incredible stat line. This boy is getting production, and I think he will be the gnat that is just bothering Trae Young all day, man, and he's going to be a problem for him. And if he is a top 10 defensive player in the league, it means they have 3 of the top 10 defensive players in the league. If Joel Embiid goes, I'm going to, man, I've been picking and losing so much money going against Atlanta, and I ain't learned yet. I'm going to go with the 76ers. Give Atlanta the 2.5 points. Jay Reeves, what are you saying?
Man, I'm going to have to be in agreement with you, man. Philadelphia has to come out and assert themselves, man. Crack the Liberty Bell over that funky-ass Hawk. So, man, I'm going with Philly here, man. And the boy Thybulle, the young bull. With that defense, man. That defense is impeccable. But, yeah, I'm definitely going with Philly, and I'm landing the points. Let's go.
Yeah, it always takes, second round, third round, and finals, series to the defensive players, like the Bruce Bowen, like even Kawhi Leonard took the final stage for him to show what he could do. And I think Matisse Thybulle becomes a household name with what he's about to do with Trae Young and kind of shut him down a little bit in this particular game. And that is that one. We're going to move in the second game for our Sunday evening, which is actually a Sunday afternoon game starting at 1:40 Mountain Time. We have the Los Angeles Clippers hosting the Dallas Mavericks. We talked a ton about this game earlier, but we talked none about what we think is going to happen. Silly C, what do you think is going to happen in this LA versus Dallas game?
So currently I have this sitting at LA minus 6.5. That's quite spicy, but I feel even with that 6.5, I just like I said earlier, I do feel like the Clippers are going to steamroll them. Dallas lost their chance last game, and because of that, I feel the Clippers do cover that 6.5. I picked 6.5 Clippers. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, and Jay Reeves kind of said what he wants to happen to the Clippers earlier, but I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen with this game. I do think Luka comes out, has another amazing game. Watching the game the other day, there were plays where Luka would kick it to Kleba, and he would be like, just freeze up and then pass it. And if they're freezing up at home, like not ready to send these people home, I don't see that changing by the taking a trip into the Staples Center. They're going to be more passive. They're going to be more indecisive, and unless we have another Luka Stein performance, I don't see him being able to pull it off. Dallas goes home, Clippers advance. Jay Reeves, what do you think is going to happen?
Remember, they got Porzingis.
Damn, that dude.
We could just leave him out there. Nobody's talking about. I say
Cleveland. Stay back in Dallas. He should say they have a better chance if he stays back in Dallas, man. Listen, man, my mind is saying the Clippers and my heart is saying Dallas. Y'all know I'm heartless, so Dallas is going to have to get the fuck on up out of here, man. But I'm not laying those points. As a matter of fact, I know we try not to stay away from any games. I'm not even touching this game. This game stinks. Nobody can win at home. I don't think they cover. I do think they win, so I would take Dallas with the points.
Yeah, I actually like that bet a lot. Like, I think I might get down on that one, Dallas with the points, because I could see a Dallas win, but even if Dallas doesn't win, they're not getting beat by 7 points. So, yeah, I'd take Dallas with the 6.5 as well, even though I'm taking the Clippers to advance. That was the last game for Sunday evening. Everybody got their picks in, and we're going to bring ourselves to Monday Night Basketball. And we have a gorgeous one in this one, just mainly because, men lie, women lie, and Nika lie. Three things you can count on, man. Nikola Jokic takes his MVP ass and his dad bod self down to Phoenix to soak up some sun and hopefully to extinguish one. We got the first game in the round 2 series of the Phoenix Suns versus the Denver Nuggets. Jay Reeves, what is Vegas saying?
So, Matt, this is the time, brother. This is the time for you to jump in on series price, on series betting, man. They got the Nuggets sitting at plus 172 for you. Plus 172, that's a steal. And they got the Phoenix Suns sitting at a hefty ass minus 205. Man. And in this game, they got the Suns. What's this number I got here? Minus 4.5? That's a little tricky, man. I don't know, man. I'm almost predicting a blowout here. I got Phoenix minus 4.5.
Wow, speechless. I'm speechless. I have nothing to say, so I'll just kick it over to Cody. What do you think about this game?
All right. Well, I currently have that 4.5. I don't see a blowout in this case. I feel this one's going to be real close. I think it's going to come down to almost game-winning shot. So, that being said, with them being in Phoenix, I do take Phoenix taking this first game, but I'm taking Denver and covering the points.
Okay.
Then I also have the total currently sitting at 219. I would take the over there easy. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, man, that's going to be a close one, man, with this being the first game. There's going to be a ruckus crowd. People are talking shit, big time shit. I'm friends with like a lot of battle rappers on Facebook and a ton of them from Arizona. They say we don't stand a chance. They think we're crazy for thinking we even stand in the ring with them.
No. Not crazy.
Yeah,
Not crazy.
we ain't crazy, man. And
The Nuggets is a tough ass opponent, man. It could go either way. This is kind of a coin flip. That's why I do like the Nuggets at plus 170, 172, man. I don't know. I may have to jump on that.
Yeah, it could go either way, but the only place it's gonna go is to the chamber. That's where CJ said he put him, and that's where he's gonna put DeAndre Ayton's ass. He's gonna put him in the chamber. I picture a big game for Jokic tonight. You said if you were Monty Williams, you might coach him up to double team. I think that just proves to be bad for them. With the double team, Jokic is gonna find the right player. We just need people cutting. We need AG bolting to the basket. We need Porter getting himself set up in the corner. You know what I'm saying? We're going to need people to not only get to where they need to be, but to bust it down when they need to. Could be a 12 to 14 assist night for Jokic if they double team him. I'm going to take the Nuggets with the points, although I do think this could be a letdown game and we start the series off 0-1. I'm going to take the Nuggets with the points for sure. So,
okay,
baby. We're going to get it popping, man. But that's just my love for the Nuggets. And y'all know how I am with them. But when it's you against the sports book, the bucket list got you.